guys, this is Coach Nate McBride with the BladeFit Academy, and I've been up to something for a couple of weeks, and now it's time to come clean on what it is that I've been up to. Without further ado, I wanted to show you the complete heater shield. As we know, guys, shields were a very critical component to the battle systems that the fighting men of the day took into battle. This was something that they had to put their trust in. And as they did so, these shields had to be very versatile. It wasn't just a stand-up one-on-one fight. They were in formation oftentimes, and their main battle weapons were not the sword. That was a sidearm. They had to contend with crossbows. They had to contend with arrows. They had to contend with heavy cavalry coming in with lances. They had to contend with men on foot with spears, bills, and such. And so heater shields had to fight in a lot of different ways. And so surprisingly, these shields were extremely versatile in what they did. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by that. The parts that mattered, I wanted to make it as authentic as possible. So it's made out of birch wood. It is the proper thickness. It's a proper weight. The dimensions are about right. And on the back end, on this shield, what I have here is an example of the configuration on a shield that survived to this day, dated back to 1350 AD. It's really incredible. Now, I have added a few modern conveniences here. Just for purposes of momentum, I didn't have rivets handy, so instead I grabbed some nuts and bolts. I will be replacing these. I repurposed some leather belts so I didn't have to destroy any new moo cows for this. I figured some old ones would do. So what I did is I went to a thrift store and I grabbed some old belts, did my measurements, chopped them up. I've got some foam in here, and I grabbed an old pair of ladies' boots, a genuine leather for real inexpensive. I'm awful proud of that. It looks great. It's beautiful leather. So yeah. Now the cool part about this, and I have Roland to thank for his educational video, and I really liked what I saw when he explained the heater shields. So I decided I wanted to try it. There was no indication that I could tell on the images of the shield that Roland had shared on the original shield from 1350 of any kind of padding whatsoever, which kind of surprised me a little bit. I'm not sure what he had going into battle on his hands, but anyway, I didn't see any evidence of this. But since I want to enjoy what I do a lot, and since my hands are dainty and delicate, I put this padding here, another one down here. Now, grips. This was really interesting how he showed this, and I tried it out, and it works really well. First off, the I-33 fencing manual shows buckler and sword. Sword, please. We know from history that buckler and sword was an excellent way for them to train for shield, sword, and shield. And thus, the way that the straps go, you can hold it like it's a center-held shield, like had been done for hundreds of years before. Another thing is, when you put your hand inside and hold this like this, and you have this part of the strap hold against your hand, and this one in your grip like this. Now what you can do is you can pry the defense of your opponent, right, in several ways, right? So you can still do the things that you need to do, right? But you can pry, and you have a lot of tactile feedback when it comes to this kind of configuration. You can also put your hand in like so, and I made sure that these straps were wide so it really fills your palm, so that you can traditionally hold it in the way that we have traditionally thought that shields were used. And of course, I put this buckle here so that you could tighten this if you wanted to for that configuration. And we don't know for sure because in that shield the straps were cut off, but I put this buckle here for convenience, just so that you could try it out either way. Now, of course, we have this strap here as well. So we know in texts that shields sometimes were held out like this, and so with this arrangement you can do that as well. Lots of different reasons why you'd want to do that. You cover your hand. This still covers the line of attack to your head, right? You could still make a structure. Anyway, there's all kinds of reasons why you would want to hold this grip. Perhaps to cover your legs. Maybe they like to swipe a lot. Maybe you want to pry with the point. Anyway, this shield is fantastic. I really like how it works. I'm very impressed with this configuration. Now, so the shield has a companion for our club, because what good is fighting somebody if they don't have a shield as well? So this one I made more traditionally. This strap here with the two straps, so that you can fight more in a modern context of how we have interpreted shields have been used for a long time, and most everyone's comfortable with fighting this way, so I went ahead and did it like that. However, I also put this strap here so that you could still hold it in this fashion, so you would have a little bit more dexterity. So the purpose is, with these shields, of course, they're not offensive weapons. Okay, you're not gonna kill somebody with the shield, obviously, especially not in those times when we had a weapon. But if we're engaging each other like this, then if I could use my point to move their shield offline, of course that's what I want to do. And so this is quite handy for that sort of thing. Just hold it like this. Okay. There we go. So if he's there, extend your shield out if you can. I know it's heavy. So if he's there and I'm here, right, of course I can pry it away. Shield back up, please. I can mash it. There's lots of different things that we could do with these shields. All right, so present. All right, guys, this is Coach Nate and Student Z with the BladeFit Academy. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Oh, and if you wanted me to make a shield for you, I am up for doing so, as long as I don't get 1,000 orders, which I don't think I'm going to do. If you wanted more videos on this, please tell me in the comments below. I'd be happy to share with you how I made these, and it's a little bit involved, but I think these turned out great. Of course, the paint will get scarred as we fight. That's just sort of the joy of it. That's just how it's going to be. But for now, they're pristine and beautiful. But pretty soon, for our adult HEMA class, we're going to get some cool battle scars on these shields. That's it, guys. If you like what you saw, please give us a like and share. This is awesome, and always remember to slay your demons. Catch you next time.